Mr. John Keo. Mr. Keo, I'd like to say good afternoon and welcome to the Bumper Show.
Well, thank you. It is a pleasure being here once again in your studio since last year. This is my debut for 2024,
Yeah.
so I'm glad to be here. Thank you for having me.
How is the union?
Well, we are doing our best. As you may be aware, we had the Federation of Motorcycle and Tricycle Unions of Liberia, FOMTU, and that of the National Federation of Motorcycle and Tricycle Association. We were able to put our ideas together, wherein we conglomerate and forming a merger called MFOMTU. That is a merger Federation of Motorcycle and Tricycle Unions of Liberia, in order to push the agenda for the motorcycle and tricycle sector in Liberia.
So now is a one union of
One trade union, one
trade.
trade union system in the country. And so we have tried over the past over the years to making sure that we bring about unity in order to further push the agenda for motorcyclists and tricyclists. And we are glad that our colleagues, some part of February, we started discussion since last year, and we concluded officially February. We signed a MOU, that is a memorandum of understanding, wherein we all agreed to conglomerate and come together under one umbrella. And so, as we speak, we have all of our legitimate document for the merger, both from Liberia Business Registry, Ministry of Transport, and our article and corporation. Everything is okay. And so, and we are glad for that our colleagues realize that indeed, while they should, we have had differences, but putting our sector first is very important. I wish I really want to appreciate them for.
So many they confided in you and elected you to steer the affairs of the union.
Definitely. And so the leadership from the angle of FOMTU, the president, the vice president came from our angle, and Nafonda were able to take the vice president for operations and that of the secretary general.
Okay.
And other national positions as well.
What is the goal? What is your mission?
Well, our goal and objective and our vision is that our mission that you asked for, right, is that we represent motorcycle and tricyclists in Liberia, making sure that their interests is well represented, making sure that we advocate for them, both local and international, making sure that they are well represented. And so we are in the business, and my be here right now is to also push the interests of the motorcyclists, and that's what we have been doing over the past time, and we remain committed to our calling and to our leadership, to making sure that our people are represented at all levels, and that's what we are committed for.
What's the size of the motorcyclists and all those within the union? What's the size?
We have over 350,000 commercial
across the country.
Yeah.
Do you really hear from them, from leaderships in those counties on a daily basis as to how they are going about their businesses?
Yeah. So we have structures in the 15 counties, and we also have our offices in the 15 counties, and so with our structures, we normally get easy access to information, and we have a chat room. We also have our Facebook page, and whenever we place our information in our chat room, 15 counties, everybody will receive that information, and we can easily communicate to all our leaders at the level of the districts.
Are there challenges amongst your motorcyclists and the leaderships as well?
Yeah, there will always be challenges, but what makes you a leader is how well you will be able to tackle the challenges, and improving the system is what we are committed to doing.
Good. Let's look at this pending safety enforcement that you are the last time we spoke, I spoke with the police spokesperson Cecilia Clark, and we were talking about this restriction that was placed on motorcyclists from going Monrovia. They should be well attired in their safety boots and all of things, all of the things that would make them look like real riders, protecting their riders as well their passengers. What is this again with the safety enforcement?
Well, thank you for that brilliant question. And at first, we had a discussion, but before the process started, my vision and my dream and prayer has been that the sector be improved, because it is disheartening to see when you go out there and people just consider motorcyclists to just be good for nothing people. And at times you hear people referring to motorcycle and tricycle riders as suicide bomber, non-living in what of you. And so at times I feel very disappointed. I feel discouraged when I hear people refer to cyclists in such form. But as leader, it is our responsibility to making sure that we put into place a system that will enable the general public to look at us as positive contributor to the society. And so we have been working modalities behind the scene to making sure that motorcyclists and tricyclists are recognized not just as being contributing to just the transport sector, all right, but paying taxes to government. Our taxes will be able to pay civil servants. Our taxes will bring about development. Our taxes will be able to help, all right, transform the lives of people. And so we've been committed to that. And this now about time that our guys are very, 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 very cooperative. And so as such, although it was difficult, all right, getting to understand that it was important, it is necessary that
they got to know the benefits.
Yeah, that it is important for cyclists, to also contribute to nation building. And so there was some political interference wherein some of them were made to understand, your president is not in your interest and all of that. And so I appear on the Spoon somewhere around the 14th of May in a 15-hour attack. My car got damaged and a lot of things happened. People went to my house, they did all that they could do. But mind you, one thing I always said is that when you are leading people, all right, and looking at the kind of caliber of people you lead and looking at your dream and vision, you have to be ready at all times to make sure that you stand either the test of time or you be willing to go through whatever consequence, all right, to making sure that your sector or your people you represent, understand that indeed there's leadership. And so with everything that happened, we still continue to be committed in representing our people. So today, as we speak, if you get in the street, what people consider cyclists are just being regular people. Today, you as a journalist, when you get in the street, you see how well dressed our guys are. All right. And one of the things that trigger my emotion to making sure that we work towards that is this.
The enforcement.
Yes. Once upon a time, I was coming from Ray Hill, Ominga community. And I met an accident wherein an old man was sitting on a motorcycle. And according to the rider, a truck, were like running towards them, decided to escape, the accident. But yet still, the old man too now dropped from the bike and his head hit the gutter, and that's how he died instantly. All right? And so I shed tears. I said, but there's a family head leaving his house this morning, telling his children, I'm going in the street to see how I can get one or two to come back. The only news they are getting now is that your father is dead. And then one time I went to JFK and I saw one of our riders there. All right, his leg broken, and you could see the marks on his head. So I asked him, the accident you had, were you having helmet? He said no. I said, but do you believe if you have helmet, all right, the wounds you have on your head, perhaps you wouldn't have getting that kind of wound on your head? He said, oh yeah, Mr. President. I said, but then there's a need. And so when the police at the time decided to enforce the public safety measure, I said it was important, and I called the leaders. I said it's necessary because it's not about John Kenyon, but as a leader, it is our responsibility to protect life.
You will not be there forever, so
I will
the
not.
policies
So
must be
those
there.
policies should be able to protect life. And thank God today, our guys in the street, while it's true, they spend some of their money to buy the helmet, but the helmet is not coming to me. It's not going to anybody. It's for your own safety. So thank God that the guys have understood that safety measures and public safety is very important. So whenever you are, given responsibility as a leader, you have to exercise the kind of authority you have to making sure that you protect and put into play measures that will be able to protect the people that you lead. And so this is where we are.
I'm here to know exactly from you, Mr. President, not the nation's president, though. The small
I'm a
president.
president in my own.
In your own
Yeah,
capacity.
yeah.
Okay, I want to know from you. You spoke of you being attacked at Spoon FM, and
Not that spoon. I said
after you had a talk show.
yes, it was the next day.
So where did you get attacked?
Around Joba, by some group of guys. And but that is already behind us.
But why you think it happened?
There were some guys, some cyclists said, in fact, they never wanted the enforcement. All right. And one thing I said to them was, this is government. We should be respectful of the law. All right. Oh, Mr. President, you have to go on the radio and tell the government we will not. So I said, nobody can fight government. And what we do is that we can negotiate and see how the best thing can happen for you.
Of course.
And so, but there were some who were in the maze who couldn't understand, right? And so the only thing I could hear, it was spoil the car. In fact,
Is it because
kill him and all of that. So there were a lot of things that went on, right? But one thing,
which car did you support? The one the President Bouaka gave you?
the car was given to me, and so, and like I said, all of those things, it happened. Maybe some guys that, or some of those people, did what they could do because,
Did you sustain injuries?
oh yes, at the time I actually sustained
Where
injury
exactly? Were they major?
on my lip and even on my leg. Also, I've felt pain for a while.
What rescue?
But I actually want to
How you
appreciate the Labrador
left
National
the
Police.
scene?
I was rescued by the Labrador National Police, one Godfrey Colley, and he managed to take me from the scene. And actually, the police did extremely well to making sure that I was safe. And so I want to say kudos to them, Honorable Gregory Como, and that of his able deputy 102, and that is Freeman, Nelson Freeman, and 105, Prince David, all of them. And Godfrey Colley, they did extremely well by making sure they, in fact, they assigned security, to me, to making sure that I was protected, because I also make them to understand that, based on the information I received, there were some political actors who were behind some of those guys, because we just came for election. So somebody was saying, oh, why he never agreed in the past? Why he agreeing now? And all of those kind of things. And so I was like saying to them, there is time for everything. The Bible has said it. Ecclesiastes 3 said it. There is time for everything. And so everything there is a season. So when there is a time that cyclists, should understand that we have, a true government into place that is waiting to listen. All right. And so whatever that is ongoing right now, it is all in the best interest. See the streets. It was surprising to know that we trying to partner with a group that is coming to help motorcyclists.
From where?
From the Philippines, and they came. We had a discussion, and those guys, their organization is being introduced in Ghana. While in meeting with them, they make me the honors and they said, John, do you know that you guys are doing very well? I said, how? He said, well, we went from street to street, and what we are seeing here, the system is better than that of Ghana. You won't believe it. I left on Ghana 2016, all right, and thinking that things, stay the same or what have you. But he made me to understand. He said, we went to Ghana, from Philippines, we stopped to Ghana before coming here. But the way the cyclists are now being, well organized.
In Liberia.
I think few years from now, you guys will be getting a lot of good results from the
So
sector.
what sort of support do they give out to motorcyclists?
We
across
intend,
the-
like I said, they will be coming officially by September, and so
September this year.
so we will be working with them, training motorcyclists, and they will be coming to introduce some programs, so making sure that we train motorcyclists in various, categories and what have you. And so when they come, there is a program that we currently organizing along with in collaboration with the Ministry of Youth and Sport, career development, and so they also commit themselves that they will making sure that whatever information we should relate to them, they will make input. And so Ministry of Youth and Sport, I want to say on this public platform that with the kind of reception from them, I want to appreciate the minister and his able deputies. All right, so far that they can recognize the issue of what the motorcyclists need, that after riding they can become positive contributor in other aspect of our society.
So when
being motorcyclists.
When is that career development series?
Very soon. And so we are in discussion. Minister Yonton, who having to be the Deputy Minister for TVET. All right, we have been in discussion. So the other day we were there and we discussed some issues wherein he instructed one of his staffs to work with us, so making sure that we put together ideas as to how we can go on with this. So he's very eager to making sure that we achieve that vision of transforming, the first 250 motorcyclists, and making them career people who will be able to learn computer, be able to learn auto trade, carpentry, and do heavy duty and all of you.
Are you of the surety, or are you of the conviction that those the motorcyclists would take opportunity will take this opportunity into their hands, while the guys will their transport and coming to go sit in classroom for?
Well, the forms that we distributed to the various coordinators in this 17 districts in Montserrat, because we want to first start with Montserrat.
Why everything Montserrat?
The issue is that Montserrat is densely populated. Montserrat alone have over 100,000 commercial motorcycle and bike riders. All right. So if we can tackle the issue of illiteracy within our sector, beginning with Montserrat and nearby counties, all right, I strongly believe, because even other coordinators, immediately we place the information in our chat room, they started asking Mr. President, when are you going to extend it to other counties? The first thing I told them, I said, this is not just our own initiative, but we try to make sure that we work in collaboration with Ministry of Youth and Sport that are responsible for youth development, to making sure that motorcyclists are not left out when it comes to improving the livelihood of the young people in this country. So, starting the pilot project with 250 people, all right, we strongly believe we will now be able to go out to see how best other people can be. Because one of the things is that I discussed with Mr. Yonton, and he made me understand that MVTC, has a drum that can take about 45 people. So if you are bringing people from Maryland and other places to accommodate them here while they're riding and going to school, it will require a lot of things put into place. And so that's the reason why I want to get nearby counties in that of Montserrat.
Owing to the fact that most of the motorcyclists in the rural parts of Liberia are not used to the city riding, are you also taking into consideration?
And that's I'll go to you now. The question
meaning you should be going to them with the training.
Yes, so we will be going there, right? But the issue of one of the things we ask, those counties where we have, vocational institutions, all of you, also ask the minister that he said, but we can also collaborate with all of vocational.
Like the LORC is there in Banga.
Yeah, so so see our best if we can extend our partnership with them. But everything start behind the scene discussion, and that's what we are doing.
That's a good move, though, and I hope that it will yield a greater result.
Yeah.
So let's look at the suspension of your cyclist purchasing ticket. Why did you suspend that?
Yeah, so
talking about generating revenue for the country.
Well, firstly, let me discuss the issue of this think that everybody just been calling me, President, where we will come to the 15, August 15 regulation. That is the road safety enforcement. So we wrote a lot about National Police, and the Director General being very instrumental and being, a man who can listen. He is able Deputy 102 and William K. Moba, and they invited me and my leadership to Central. And then they said, "But John, why do you want us to postpone the pending regulation?" And I said to them, "Our leaders should listen."
Postponement or not, or suspension?
No. I'm talking about
the enforcement.
The enforcement will postpone, right? And so I told them, I said, this is it. Both of our guys, although there were 3 months grace period given, right? From May to August. But now, both of them are yet complaining. They need some time that, they will get involved, to get system working, gradual process. And so when I explained to the RG, he made me to understand, say, Mr. President, the fact that you are very cooperative, your leaders, everybody across the country, you guys are cooperative, and you see our cyclists in the street, they are cooperative. We will grant you the request, to making sure that we postpone this August 15 enforcement to October 15. So there's a 2 months grace period. All right. So now we want to announce this to the motorcyclists across Montserrat, especially for Pinsville. For Central, moreover, from Georgia in town, the process continue. But the other area that they should have extend the working is being postponed to October 15. So we want to say to our cyclists, you've been calling back and forth, the leaders been engaging my office, Mr. President, we want you to intervene. And now we've intervened. The police have listened. If there be a need that you place a call to 102 or the director, they will speak to what I'm talking about. And so even this Sunday, I was in meeting with all of the 17 district coordinators, and I called 102 and we were able to talk to them and make them to understand that yes, the president have asked us to extend the time. So we are, waiting, and we always listen to making sure that we have a cordial working relationship where in the sector can be unique. It is not just about using force. In leadership, you have to also make the people to understand your vision, your dream, your plan, right? And so thank God the people have understood that helmet wearing. Melvin, my little brother, this guy never used to like helmet. All right? Today as we speak, everywhere he's moving, he have his helmet on his head. He have one of his helmet tied on his leg, and he's moving. So the other day when he came home and asked me, I said, how do you feel now riding with helmet and one is hanging on you? He said, in fact, the cold, the rainy season, I can't really feel cold that I used to feel cold. So when you are riding and rain is falling, you have your helmet, all right, it protects your ear from the breeze, the heavy breeze. So even the cold. So it is not, people need to understand that, leader, we should always think for the people. So thank God that while it is true we advocated for the time to be extended, but to save your own life and to keep being safe and protective, and making sure that you are not caught up by cold, because guess what? If you are sick, you will not come on the traffic anymore.
Of course.
You will not run.
You will not put your susu.
Yeah, you will not put your susu, your everyday susu, you will not put it. And so when you are safe and strong and moving, and guess what? Motorcycle rider, when you wake up in the morning and you are strong and seated on your motorcycle, you start and your back start right. The motorcycle rider will be very happy than any other thing. But when a motorbike rider wake up in the morning, start his bike, and the bike refuses to start, it will be like you have taken his life. So, but if you are not safe and strong and very, active, what strength will you have to even start your bike or even to sit on a motorcycle? So whatever we always discuss is the well-being, all right? And the issue of security, we told people. The way, few months back, the issue of, my bag lost, they took my bag, they took me, so they took away. I'm not hearing that. All right. So thank God we are getting there gradually. Very soon, there are systems to be put into place where if you steal on my motorbike, you want to take it out of his running zone, the bike will cut off. It will not move. These are things we try to put into place, but everything is time.
How soon do we expect?
Very soon, right? But the cyclists, they need to understand that as year come, year pass, right? Things will change, and technology improving on a daily basis. So as we want the best for our country, we want the best for ourselves. We should also be waiting to abide a system. So that's the reason why we are saying to the motorcyclists, when people are calling suicide bomber, non-living, all of those things, it is not a good thing. Do positive things, do good things that people will consider as a positive contributor. Not that motorcyclists, we the tricycle and motorcycle rider are not doing well, right? We are contributing immensely. Because one thing I said to people, the over 350,000 people, if they decide today to say, no back running. What happened to our economy? All right? But people will not understand your role in the society until you make them to understand it. And how? Somebody can be either directly or indirectly. One of it is, can we be paying our taxes to government? Can we make use of our helmets? Can we limit our speed in some areas? Observe the traffic rules and regulation.
That is
know when, where, how. Oh yes. Many days we tell them that. Know when to turn left and turn right. And thank God they are understanding it, so the accident rate have reduced drastically. And so this is what we want. And this is what we want to be seeing. Sometimes I feel uncomfortable if I'm hearing, oh, there's an accident on this side. Oh, there's an accident on this side. John, there's an accident on this side. I want to sit down too and relax. I don't want to be hearing complete, somebody jack somebody's phone. They jack somebody's phone on this side. They judges. And so we want to see our sector being unique.
Just 2-3 nights ago, around the AV top, the SD Kobo Road, I bought my spaghetti. Funny way to cross to go to my house. 3 guys were on a bike.
That is not normal. Let me be very frank. They saw you are talking about.
They took away my spaghetti, and that was the last one I had to.
So those who are now in the business of getting through on a motorcycle to go on that route, they are not normal commercial bike riders, because we know that area is a restricted area where people ride with their helmet, carry one person. You see 3 persons on a motorcycle. It should be something that you enjoy. That they are not normal riders.
But the emblem will be on the motorcycle.
Yes,
because
so that's the reason why we want to distinguish the good riders, those who are using motorcycle to commit harm within our society, and making sure that the commercial bikers, are distinct and making them to be unique. So with that now,
okay,
there will be no more blame to say that commercial bike riders are checking people's phone when a making a full. Making 2,000, 3,000 a day or 1,500 a day. What business is how to go check somebody's phone? But because the system, it has been difficult to actually put the sector on a complete control, where there will be a system that you can identify somebody when they check a phone, knowing the difference between somebody who is just using that bag, take it from a high and come in the street, and that the commercial rider who come in on the street to look for his delivery. So now to distinct them is to making sure that we put in place system that will be able to recognize the commercial backers from those who are using back for other means.
So what's about this ticket issue now?
So with that, the leadership, we have been working behind the scene, and so we have agreed that by the end of this month, all right, officially all ticket sticker issues will stop with immediate effect.
Why?
Until like I said, the institution bringing together the association and that of the federation is about making sure it takes some decisive decision. You may be aware, the federation, there are numerous of times we've done that. It's not just the first time, but this time around we are doing it in collaboration with the association, in making sure that the federation association will work collaboratively to making sure that is enforced. So officially we have discussed as executives, and we have decided that by the end of this month, all right, everything will be put to halt. And coming back, we will have only one ticket system and one sticker system.
That will create,
one ID
that
card.
will create some transparency.
Oh
in the
yes,
system.
because the fact that you see anybody can just come in the street, sell sticker, sell ticket, but then you are the face of the sector, people will look at you like you are aware of what is happening. So in order to put into a place proper system, we have discussed, and thank God, those guys, now seeing the need that indeed some of our leaders who are very instrumental, both from the association, and we all putting our ideas together, that we put into place measures that will protect our cyclists in the street, from being, harassed, by whatever, group that people may want to put in the street. And so with that, this time around, we are saying we are going to put in, we are putting stop to every sticker, rather ID card, and that of tickets, and effectively the end of this month. So until when we are coming back to tell the people, say, oh, gentlemen, at this time, we will. So there will be an announcement even on this platform. Will be sent around announcement on various radio stations as to when we will resume all of those activities. Wherein at the time we are putting in place all of the system as to whether the bank account and all of those ones, where you get $5 that is intended for the sector, it go there, not individual, and these are things we want to put into place. But to achieving that, except we work constructively, and thank God we are at the path of that.
With all of these regulations, with all of these good things you're talking about as head of the motorcyclist, do you get some good results or good rewards from? Do you sometimes when you move in the streets, you see a group of motorcyclists just rush to you, oh, Mr. President?
Oh yes.
Are you working or they just dashing your hope?
Well, like I said, we have over 350,000 people, right? And this sector, if you will control this sector, you can stand tension anywhere. All right? And so, knowing the fact that you are dealing with people from diverse background, some of whom are, are not happy coming in the traffic, ride motorbike. Take for example, you are a universitarian. You either graduate from university, or you are still in university, or you want to get a certain level, but life is not taking you there. So sometimes you come in the traffic, you are not happy. So you meeting such a person, talking to them and dealing with them, somehow it will be difficult. All right? But that's what makes you a leader. How you handle issue, how you speak to people. Mm-hmm. So, and that's why we are very committed to making sure that the sector is transformed. So it's not about what I get, it's about what we can give back. So whatever we're getting from the sector right now, the cooperation from the past to now, I think there's a tremendous effort that we are making right now.
What's your tenure in this new portfolio, sir?
3 years.
2?
3 years.
Okay, so you'll be coming out 2025?
2024, 2025, 2026, 2027. Yeah.
I hope you will not hold on to power, African leaders.
No, not at all. Not at all.
You are still on there now, so you need to give chance to others.
No, definitely. This is something that I always said, and even in our last meeting in Saturday, I always said that to them. Nobody should tie this leadership to John Kenyon. Even the association, all of them, I've always said that to them. But you know what? When people have confidence in you, all right, they believe in your vision, they believe in what you stand for, definitely. Even if you say no, they will say we want you. So take for example, see Rwanda. So after the genocide and wherein Paul Kagame became president, as you speak, he just won election with 99%. All right,
because of beautification, Paul
Kagame
keeps bringing it to
Rwanda. So today, people coming from the Philippines and looking at our sector and giving us praises and telling us you guys are doing well. All right, so it tells you that like I once I said on this platform, you I said that to you, that very soon you will see that there will be efforts put into place where our sector will be respected. I said that right here. And so you as a journalist can attest when you get in the street, there's a big difference, from time past.
Okay.
So until that vision, that dream, people can see it. Why in tomorrow? Then one of the things I always said, with the kind of people we have, many of them are educated. I want to see people being tested. Where our cyclists, people can be tested into leadership. And you see motorcyclists performing. That is my dream. That is my vision. That is something that we're pushing. And so when you see President Kenyo, President, we want you to continue pushing for us. Until when God shall help us to achieve that goal. Leave us now, but we don't want you to leave us now. And myself, I always say that to them, we are going to work for this sector to making sure, and we want to appeal to our national leaders, starting with our president, with the role we play during the election. We want you to making sure that you help this sector. If we cannot achieve it now, then when?
How do you want the president to help you?
We want those who want to go to school, they should be helped. Like the president said to us once, he wants to see people transitioning from being just two-wheelers, to getting those small cars, driving around and what have you. All right. So this is what we want to see. Where if people will be tried, our people who are educated, some opportunities for our sector. All right. Be it in the NGO sector, be in the government, in public service, people should be given opportunity, especially from our sector. I'm concerned about the motorcycle and tricycle sector, where we want to see our people within the governance system making decisions for their country and making positive contributions to our nation.
Are you hopeful that the president will give you listening ears?
He's a listening leader. In fact, I remember we met before, and he said there was some commitment he made concerning appointment all the leaders, what have you. He did. And so I think the president is making a tremendous effort in making sure he
in the last 8 months. How do you see the works the president has done?
I would grade the president 90%.
90? Don't you think it's too early? 90?
90%.
Just in less than 1 year?
I am saying 90% in the 8 months so far. Like I said,
sometimes say when you praise the white chicken, it gets in the what in the.
There's a man who has stayed 42 years into our governance system. So I strongly believe they will do their best, and we all will work. Let me tell you one thing: leadership is not one person. Sometimes it is not the leader who is there up there, but people that are around. Right? You have the DG of this great institution. Honorable Fagon, he will have all the vision, all the plan, all the dreams. But if the surrounding is not willing to push that dream and vision, it becomes an issue. Mm-hmm. So our appeal also is that people who are given the opportunity to serve our country should work to making sure that you meet the needs of the people, not just to work for your own self-aggrandizement, but we should work for the people. That's the reason why you are giving the chance. They say public service. If you read Article 8 of the Constitution, it says all power and the government shall direct aid policies toward making sure job opportunity for every citizen. They did not say for a few citizens, they say every citizen. So constitutionally, it is binding that every citizen be given opportunity to work. Now, if you read Article 1, it says all power is inherent. So when you are given the opportunity to serve, the people you are serving, serve them with dignity. Although everybody will not praise you.
Of course.
Definitely. Especially the opposition to your leadership will not praise you. Even John Kenyatta is here. Anyone that will oppose me, do you expect them to say good thing about me? They will say the worst. In fact,
okay.
They will always dig for the wrong. They will always dig for other things just to make me to feel. So all you have to do, work modalities to making sure that you achieve. So the issue of this government, for now, I can say within the 8 months, 90% within the 8 months. 90%. So as we move ahead, as we move on, all right, it will either increase or decrease based on performance.
So what's your prayer?
My prayer is that it should increase to 100%.
Okay, let's take a few calls, sir. Let's take a few calls. He's John Kenyo, the president of the Liberia Motorcycle and Tricycle Union of Liberia.
Yeah, Major Federation.
That's the Major Federation of Motorcycle and Tricycle Union of Liberia. From 2, of course, he's my guest this afternoon on the Bumper Show. You can put your calls on. You can put your calls through on 088. That's 0772 876481. 0772876481, or you can call me on this alternative line 077-5978-530. 077-5978-530. Let's hear from this caller. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. What's your name?
It's a pleasure for me always joining you on the promotion.
What's your name?
Well, my name is Mohammed M. Kanjio.
Go ahead.
People for this wonderful World Tuesday afternoon from Balasa going to December 16.
Go ahead.
Well, let me appreciate the modest established president studio. I would follow me, and I should appreciate him. But I want to ask him this question, okay? What has been his plan? He planned as a leader of the modern family, pertaining to the press regulation between the Ministry of Transport through the Nigerian National Police. Okay.
Listen, wait now. Let's take time. We did not get the first question, sir.
Is that fair? I think that's more fair.
The transportation fair.
Okay.
Because recently, the government through the Ministry of Transport through the National Police, they came up with their regulation practice. Okay. And we noticed that some of the motorcyclists and the Tetezalos, okay, they still taking some huge amount of money, okay, from the citizens. You see, they are getting okay, they say that from Broad Street or from Inton to come to Alaye, Intete should be $100 or $90. But they still charging huge amount of money.
Okay.
So there's my question go to Mr. John in studio. What is the leadership role that is getting a piece of advice to the motorcyclists there that running traffic?
Thank you so much. Thank you. We take another person, 0772876481 or 0772876481. Let me take it from this line. Good afternoon.
Hello.
Good afternoon. What's your name?
Yeah, thank you very much. My name is Jacob Oban, and I join you from Juba community.
Go ahead quickly.
Yeah, I just want to say I talked to my brother John Kim in studio because I can remember when the regulation was about to start, the car was broken, and we all went to the rescue around the Western building. I'm so glad to hear you today. And what I want to say to you, my brother John Kim, directly, thank you very much for you and your men accepting the government regulation, and you guys are going by here. And I hope and pray that every time when government come up with a positive regulation, you guys should always be in a constant way of obeying the rules and regulation governing.
Thank you.
People. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. Please go ahead.
Okay, this is the voice of Daniel F. David calling from the G0 GC camp. Let me say good afternoon to your guest, Mr. Kim. Okay, there was an issue there. Thank you very much, Mr. Kim, for the good job. And thank you for your tireless effort working with the institution in which I'm a member of the Cyclist Association and also a permanent motorcycle rider.
Just go to the issue, my brother. We know you get all these some people there. Go ahead.
Yeah. So let me just say thank you for what you have done. But one of my requests to you is there are some situations that cyclists are undergoing through in the issue of parking light at the various intersections. Because due to the road construction, there was no much land space created for parking light. And even as far as red light, there is regulation that ongoing there in red light percentage.
What you want to be done?
We got to know that the regulation is ongoing by the PCC, which is Melvin Trouble, the head of the PCC. But we are seeing police officers getting involved in a right situation of the motorcycle riders who breach the protocol that have been implemented by the Pilsen City Corporation. But they are back to be taken to a nearby level.
What do you want to be done? We don't have time.
Corporation for fine and all of them, but police are getting involved in it. So what are you going to do about handling that situation so we can know who is it?
Okay, the question is already there. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, my brother.
Go ahead quickly.
Yeah, I'd like to appreciate Mr. Chiang for addressing the question that you placed to him. But I have a question, but like he said, it concerns the security. Where I live, in the Balance Day end, between Balance Day and New Georgia, there's a place called Euchre. Like he said, he's not hearing whether motorball is stolen or what is happening, but really every week, a motorcycle hand is chopped up or they've been killed. Like just last week, a boy was killed because they are getting this place. I don't know what it is before reach him. They're reaching. Two, like you're talking about putting stop to this ticket and stickers. I want to know what happened to this one. Who controls the phone that they collect from the recycling one? This thing happened to them. We don't see any care for them. Thank you.
Thank you. He will respond to the questions. Just be brief. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yes, sir. Quickly.
Okay, my name is Alex Collins. I'm the president of the National Federation of Motorcycle and Transport Association of Liberia. I would want to make it clear to
wait now. You say your name?
I am the president of the National Federation of Motorcycle and Transport Association of Liberia.
When you became president, who elected you?
I became president since 2023.
Do you know the leadership of this man in studio? Do you know that he's the president?
We have two federations. We have two federations in Liberia. Okay. And my father is a conglomeration of 13 different unions that came together since 2022, and we organized the federation, the National Federation called NAFONTA.
So do you...
Junkia is misleading the public.
Listen.
Yeah.
Your emotion is not for the national radio. This national radio teaches the children that are growing up. This is not something to be argued about. If you want,
you have to allow me to give my input.
Not because they level.
You want me to allow for all the guys?
Okay. I will, you know why? I will invite you, but it can be now. Just hold your peace. Okay? Okay, thank you so much. You don't want to listen. You came to make argument. We're talking about peace here. Peace. We're preaching peace, togetherness, oneness. John Kenyon is not in America. He's not in Europe. He's right there in Liberia. Walk to him. Ask him how he became president. Then show your legitimacy as well. That would be prudent in me, instead of calling on this national radio to denigrate somebody who people have confided in a lot. Let's be real. Liberians, we need to be very clear that this country belongs to all of us. Anybody can get in leadership. It is left with you to make yourself serious, to sell yourself to the public. Respect him. He's a president, and he will respect you. Thank you. Hello, sir. Okay, this person is off. I think I can take 3 more presents. Then I'll go to my guest to just wrap up with the few concerns. 077-597-8530, 077-597-8530, 086-324-740. Hello.
Hello.
Go ahead, sir.
Yeah. What John Kenyon is saying, he green populate 90%. He doing well. They are exporting motorcycles from they are exporting motorcycles. So he just have to say the people are gone 90%.
Who is exporting the motorcyclists?
The John Kenyon
you see now. You see the scene. It already made playing a choir. Say when I call him a follow up. So let me hear from this president. Oh God. Yeah. Amen. The insinuation we have in this country is quite denigrative. Is something that we need to work on. Let me talk to this person. Morning. Hello.
Yeah, my name is Kero Bana.
Quickly, we don't have time.
Yeah, calling for Johnson. I want to know from the students. The PCC got a real life. Every time we enter around to get our motorbike, they will always rush on and then they take our children off, man, they take. So now 1,000, now 2,000 from us. We want to know why is the policy put in place.
Allegation, grave allegation. I hope that I hope that Jeremiah Dijon is listening, the public relations officer for the PCC. Hope that he's listening so that he can call and clarify this, because this is the issue. Not just on this radio. Most of the motorcyclists see me, they say, Melvin, people are taking money from us and 1,000, 2,000. So I kind of it astonishes me every time. But we will get relevant people to speak to those issues. Mr. Kenyon, just a few concerns.
Thank you so much. Let me start with the last caller, right? You know, the fact that we've given some level of percentage to the leadership, there will be people calling to definitely go against it, right? And so we know that. But one thing I will always say, when someone is trying to do his or her best, you have to admit, the issue of just being opposition, and I just said it before even you went to the call. I said, people who oppose me, do you think they will say anything good about me? No. Now, people ask for transport fares. For the motorcycle, no, we've not come to that yet. We've not discussed anything of such for the motorcycle riders. And so for now, it is Keke and that of the taxi, bus, and what have you. So, but what I encourage the riders to do is, I always say this to them, you need to be generous enough when you are carrying your passenger from one point to another. You have to be reasonable, you know, and sometimes I often hear people say, oh, they get for change and all of that. So let us be reasonable enough. And somebody, the issue of the PCC, so what we'll do, I called the mayor. We talked JTF yesterday. Yesterday I called him also. So hopefully by the end of the week, I'll be meeting with the mayor. And somebody called, they asked about parking stations. Mm-hmm. That, you know, there's something that I've also been thinking about. So I've been engaging the mayor concerning the Dupo Road May Junction, where you have that, you know, center area. If the government can,
that's square.
Yeah, that's square.
It's a beautiful place.
You know, if we can have a very beautiful terminal built there for motorcycle riders, I would highly appreciate it. If that place can be given to us, that center place there, that square, I would appreciate it. All right, but you know, our those who built our roads in the past, they did not take into consideration that they would have been keke or motorcycle today. And so with that, these are difficulties we face. There's no parking, you know, and so we always negotiating with the relevant authorities so that we can have suitable areas for our riders to park, you know, to be able to pick up their passengers. And so the issue of this of leadership, I want to say to my dear brother who called, you know, I always say this, you don't have to agree. But the fact that you see 90 to 95% of the entire balance will come to, then you say you can't do it. Only because you say you own the other side. It's wrong. All right? It's not about you, it's about the sector. They say John Kenya is not getting no salary or pay from of being motorcycle. I challenge them. Nobody gave me salary for being president of the motorcycle rider and motorcycle rider in this country. There's something that we've decided to give in. Like I said, always, I was a motorcycle rider to Dupo Road Junction. I ran a commercial park for 8 years. So I know how difficult it is to make 500. Today, it is through the motorcycle I'm to where I am. I was riding motorbike because of what I stand for, because of what we push. I was one of those ECOWAS youth representatives that went to Ghana to represent motorcyclists. So it's not just about today. Tomorrow you can say be president. You want to be called president? Be willing to come and sit down in office. Not to be passing with sticker and ticket in your bag. And the decision we have taken, we are serious. If you want to be one of the union president within the federation, we do not want to see you passing with sticker and ticket in your bag. And I'm very serious with it. Thank God we have discussed it.
Is that the case?
That has been happening.
Okay.
By the end of this month, nobody, and I'm calling on the motorcyclists, nobody is going to sell individual stickers everywhere, just collecting money, and one person is taking the blame. As a president, I did not get to where I am on my own. All right, there's a unanimous agreement. So we want to say that what I said to you guys, we all conglomerated. I said, gentlemen, the decision we all take here today, when we come out of it, anybody that breach it, don't be surprised, we'll take decision. And everybody say yes. So with that, anybody that will print sticker on your own, You know, he took cigar to the lower end. All right, he took cigar to the lower end, and the people, the riders, they said no. In fact, we are calling that nobody, you know. So if the riders calling for a change, who are you as an individual to say no? Who are you reporting to? Who are you reporting to? We cannot continue this. We put more on the president. The minister corrupt, dialogue corrupt. But then even the small institution, we won't be corrupt. Then you work out, you want to put more other people. So we are very serious about this. Nobody going to say individual ticket passing away in your bag. Nobody going to say individual union sticker passing away in your bag. It will not happen under our watch as leaders. And we are very clear about that. So finally, before I leave your studio,
yes, sir.
once again, I want to say thank you for having us here. And we want to say thank you to the Liberia National Police for listening to us. So like we said, the pending August 15 road safety enforcement is being postponed, and it will begin October 15. So meaning my fellow motorcyclists, I'm encouraging you to please, as you have asked us to play this role, we want you to please cooperate. Use the remaining 2 months that you asked for to see how they can get your helmet. Getting helmet is very cheap. Get helmet anywhere. All right, get helmet anywhere. Use it for your own safety, and make sure one of the things, get your rim boots. At this time, you can ride in slipper, man. We're begging you for your own safety. It is not junking you. God forbid when you accident, not junking you will be feeling the pain. But you know why? Indirectly, I'm feeling the pain because it happened to my member. Oh. And one of the things I want to say before I leave, the truck, the yellow truck, no driver there, no company truck coming from Bushwick Island.
They speed up too much.
I have been informed that they chase motorcyclists, and in just 1 month, 3 motorcyclists were killed. I'm told, according to the information I try to investigate, they are paid based on the number of trips that they make. So because of that, when they are speeding, they do not even think a human being ahead of them. We want to call the Liberia National Police. They feel that we were at Central, or some of our leaders raised it there. We want to say to you, if you're looking for a money to go to see a family home, know that the motorcycle rider who is ahead of you is a family member too. We are begging you. And we do not want to say to motorcyclists, when there's an accident, one of the problems I face with many of you, you're getting involved into the thing. Burning of the car will not solve the problem. When we take a company to court and they pay money that they don't expect to pay, next time and one of their drivers will not do it. But when you burn a vehicle, you destroy everything, and you make it difficult for us. So I'm begging you, whenever you have an accident, there's an accident somewhere, don't bystanders. Don't burn anybody's vehicle. That's our appeal to you. You're making the case difficult for us. And so I want to appeal to you. Listen to us. We are the leaders to advocate and push your agenda, not to take laws into your hands. This is a country of laws. So I want to say thank you once again for having us. I want to say thank you, and may God bless Liberia. And so to Omer Baka, I want to say long live. Thank you.
Thank you so much. He's John Keyon. He's the president of the how do I call it? The Federation of Motorcycle and Tricycle Unions of Liberia. He has been my guest on this platform. Thanks ever so much to all of you who participated this afternoon. We're taking this quick break. When we come back, we get on another discussion. So please stay with us and let's have a great time together.